How's it going, everybody? Great to say Geek here. So, fun fact before we get into this video, obviously you know what it is with the title. I got to about Bruce Banner. I did the first 4 and I realized I wasn't even recording. So, we're going to backtrack again. So, today we're just going to be going through rating all the costumes that we have so far. You know, the base outfit, the outfits that are in the store, and Battle Pass. We're just going to do a rating. Now, the interesting thing with the Marvel Rivals is that most of the skins are really good. So I'm expecting the ratings for me personally to be fairly high for most of them. Fairly high. I don't know if there's going to be honestly any that are below a 5 for me. Like this might be a weird rating because I think there's a weird rating list because I think they're so good. So let's go ahead and start with Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock. Might have to do another video where I rate like the intros and the actual animations. Adam Warlock. I don't know why it's saying Monster Hulk. Okay, there we go. Adam Warlock, I think this one for me is like an 8 out of 10. I don't like it actually quite that much. It does look good. There's just something about it that doesn't, it's not my favorite. I think it might be like all the little like circle stuff all over him. I don't know. It's good. Not my favorite. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 skin. This one for me is like a 10 out of 10. I love this one. I love the face, like the head, the hair, the body, the colors, like everything. It just looks to me like this one looks better than this one. I don't know. Some of you guys obviously may not agree. Again, this is my opinion. It's my opinion. It's what I think. Okay, it doesn't, it's not written in stone. So, Cosmic Jade. This one's like a 7. I don't like it even as much as the base Adam Warlock. I don't really like the color scheme quite as much. This little lemon lime thing going on. Not my favorite. All right, Black Panther. Oh, T'Challa. All right, so this Galactic Claw, this is a Battle Pass skin. I really like this one. For me, this is a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10 skin. I really like this one. The color scheme is great. I love the fur. I will probably continue to use this one until there's another skin that to me beats it. But I think this is probably my favorite Black Panther skin. His default one is also, I think, a 10 out of 10. I think this is a really good design for his classic look. I don't really have anything to say about it other than I think it's a 10 out of 10. This one might be a little more controversial. Boss Chosen. I don't like this as much as the first two. It's really good. It's really good. But I think it's like a 9 out of 10. It's a little too furry-ish for me. You know, I get it's a very Beast Panther stuff, but it's a little much. It's a little much, but it's still really good. Okay, Orisha Blood. This one to me is about an 8. I don't like it as much as his classic design. I think the black one is just way better than this one. I probably wouldn't use this one, to be honest. Black Widow. The Black Widow. This skin for me, I went back and forth on this when I was thinking I was recording and I actually wasn't. I settled on a 10 out of 10. I can't find anything that I would change with this skin. I think it's great. Now I take it back. If I could change anything, which I get why her hair is orange because that's how it was in the movie. But I wish her hair was the dark red. That's like her classic kind of iconic hair, but it is what it is. But even still, I think this one's like a 10 out of 10. This one to me is like an 8. I don't like it as much. I don't like the clash of colors with red and orange, you know, in the center. And I don't really like the hair. I like the hair color. I don't really like the hairstyle. The actual suit is pretty cool. It's just the weird, you know, kind of orange and red. I don't really like as much. This one, Lethal Toxicity. This one for me is like a 9 out of 10. I like this one a lot. It's kind of like Nova, like StarCraft, and this skin in Overwatch, I think. The color, you know, it's not like it goes from like purple to pink or something right here. It's just like a natural same color kind of through. I really like this one a lot. If I didn't have the white suit, I would definitely find out how to get this one and get it. Bruce Banner, the Hulk, the Hulk. All right, let's go with Puny Bruce. This one to me is like an 8. I think it's good. Maybe kind of a 7. I don't really like the high water pants. I get it because he's kind of a dork, you know. The belt, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad either. So probably like a 7.5. Hero Hulk, I give it an 8. I think that the body, I think my problem with a lot of the Hulk skins in this is the body's cool. The head just is weird. The head just seems a little bit off. I think it's because for me, it's like a little, like, it leads up to like a point. It's very like reverse pine cone-ish. It's just weird to me. Probably like an 8 though. Monster Hulk, this is a 10 out of 10. I like this one a lot. Like, this is the head that he should just have all the time, where it's just very much blockier and bulkier and just scrunched up. Like, I like this one. I think it's a 10 out of 10. All right, Gladiator Hulk, Green Scar. This one's better. I actually like the Bruce Banner version better than his, you know, kind of classic, you know, purple shirt. Probably like an 8.5, 9. Like it a lot. I like this one a lot. This one's also better. This one's also like a 9. I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10 because, again, the head is just so weird to me. But the body's great. The gladiator stuff is awesome. This is like 11 out of 10. The head, it's like a Doomsday just fused with Monster Hulk, or with Hulk. It's so cool. I really like this one a lot. I wish I could just stay in this form as Hulk. It'd be so cool. I really like that one a lot. Mighty G-Bomb. Okay, I don't like the colors on that. That's a much worse version than this. I think that's like a 6. Do not like that one. The color I don't like on this either. It's like a 7. Yeah, I don't like the color. It's like progressively going up just because Hulk is just cool. Like, his design is better. Like, the color scheme's not great, but the design is cool. I'd still give this one, I'd still give this guy like an 8.5. You know, I think that one's pretty good. Captain America. Great intro. Oh, the Captain. Captain America, this design right here to me is a 10 out of 10. I love this Captain America look. Like, it's so good. It's like the right modern way you would do it, you know? It looks so good. Like, nothing about him really looks cheesy. Like, Captain America, I think, always kind of looked cheesy. This looks awesome. Like, this looks cool. 10 out of 10. Captain Gladiator. This one actually for me is like a 9 out of 10. It's really cool. I don't like the breastplate very much. This like blue scale thing, I don't like very much. I like the rest of it. It's just the centerpiece I don't really like. His head's super cool. He's basically like Hercules. Really cool. I just don't like the chest piece very much. This is probably like a 9. Galactic Talon. I think a lot of people will like this one. I think I'd still give it a 9 out of 10 just because I don't really like the colors that much. It's really cool. Like, I really do like the helmet, like just the bird eagle stuff. I think I'd give it a 10 out of 10 if it was Captain America's, you know, red, white, and blue, because it's like, you know, this dark gray, purple, black color and gold and stuff. I think it's just not quite as cool for me. Captain America. See what they did there. 10 out of 10 for the name. This one is like a 7. I don't like, it's too much yellow. I'm not a big fan of yellow. Well, it's not that I'm not a big fan of yellow, because I do like Wolverine's yellow suit. It's just weird on Captain America. It's just, it's weird. All right, Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger. Now, we're technically kind of rating 2 characters here. I don't know much about Cloak and Dagger, if I'm being honest. I really like the designs of both of these characters. I think both of them are really cool. They keep moving on me. They really like, maybe it's because my cursor's over them. I bet that's why. Sure is. Is it? Huh. There we go, whatever. I think this one's probably like, I actually think this was a 10 out of 10. I think this is great. I love the swirl, like just this darkness that's coming out. Like I like this one. I think they both look really good. I think their designs are, there's really nothing I would add. I think it's really cool. Even the jacket, like the little like mini jacket thing, I think actually works pretty well on Dagger. So, growth and decay. This one, I don't like very much. I think Cloak is actually pretty cool. I guess decay in this skin. But Dagger, like this little plant thing growing on, like the little Venus flytrap looking thigh thing, it's really weird. I do not like it. Her, I would actually probably give, honestly, like a 6, maybe even a 5. I really don't like it. But I would give Cloak like maybe like a 9, an 8 or a 9. I really like that one. So kind of mixed on that one. Lemon lime. Probably like a 7. I don't really like the color scheme as much. Obviously, design-wise, it's the same as the original default outfit, but I don't think the color is as good. Okay, Doctor Strange, the man, the myth, the legend. I can tell you right now, his default outfit's a 10 out of 10. It's amazing. It's a really good, like, it's just a really good Doctor Strange outfit. And I think Doctor Strange has some good ones. Sorcerer Supreme of the Galaxy. This guy is sick. I love this one. I think this is another 10 out of 10. If there is one criticism, I think the little orb in his chest is a little, I don't like it very much, but it's not enough to bring it down. I think this one's still a 10 out of 10. I would rock this skin anytime. God of Magik, to me, this is another 10 out of 10. Like, pretty much all 3 of these skins, I could rock any one of these. I think they're all sweet. Yeah, I think he's really good. This one is an 8 out of 10. I don't like the color scheme on this one at all. Obviously, the design's still 10 out of 10, but the color scheme brings it down. I would never use this one. I would never use this one. I am Groot. The Grootster. The Grootster. Groot. I still think this is again a 10 out of 10. I think this is fantastic. I think it's a really good Groot design. I think it's really well done. I mean, there's only so much you could do with a walking tree, and I think they do a really good job. It's simple. It's nothing too crazy all over the place, but it gets the job done. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I don't like this one as much. The face is a lot weirder. I don't like the legs as much. It's not bad. I still think it's probably about an 8 out of 10. Oh god, the more I look at the face, it's a 7. Okay, I better switch it before I lower it. This one, I actually like the color scheme of. I think this one, to me, is like a 9 out of 10. I really like this one. I think I would still use his default Groot more, but I wouldn't be sad if I had to use this one either. I think this one's really good. I'd say it's probably like a 9 out of 10, maybe an 8.5, but I'd still probably swing towards a 9. Hawkeye. This one, this is like a 15 out of 10. This outfit, I think, is one of the best outfits in the game, period, that enhances a character. Like Hawkeye, and we'll see in the next outfit, always looks like a clown. He looks like a complete badass in this game. Like, if this was the first time I ever saw Hawkeye, I'd be like, this is a cool character. This is like, this is an amazing looking character. This is like a 15 out of 10. I love this one. Freefall, I give this honestly like a 5. I don't like this one at all. I think he looks like a dork. That is, gosh, yeah, I don't like this one at all. We'll just leave it at that. It's a 5 out of 10. Galactic Fangs, this one's also super sick. I think I'd still give this one a 10 out of 10. You know, this one is super cool. I like this one a lot. He almost kind of looks like a Power Ranger mixed with Raiden for Metal Gear, or Metal Gear Solid. I really like that one a lot. Tiger's Eye, obviously the same awesome design. I don't like the color scheme quite as much, but honestly, oh man, honestly, I still think it's like a 9.5, 10 out of 10. The design's super cool. The black and orange is still good. It's still probably a 10, to be honest. It's really good. The design is awesome. Hela. Hela is hella cool. This also to me is a 10 out of 10. Like, I love that the cape is literally this like smoke fire. Super cool. Obviously the classic Hela like helmet. The design of her like entire outfit is really good. Yeah, I have no problems with her default outfit. I think it's a 10 out of 10. Goddess of Death. This one I don't like as much. Gosh. The back is cool. Kind of. There's just a lot going on, a lot more stuff. I think this one's probably like a 7. It's still good, but I don't like it nearly as much. The Empress of the Cosmos. This one, I've always been mixed on since I've seen it, and I don't know how I feel about it. Like, take away the head, and from the shoulders down, I think it's a 10 out of 10. I think the shoulders down, like this cosmic cosmos galaxy, is so cool. The head, the mouth area, and the face of this, I hate so much. I just don't like it. It's still, I think overall, I'd have to average it out to like an 8. But I don't like the head very much. But the rest of it is super cool. This one also is a 10 out of 10. I think I prefer this one even more than this. If anything, this would get bumped down to a 9, and this would be a 10. The ultimate one, the black and red, is so cool. And the eyes, she's got some like Sauron eyes going on. So cool. So cool. Iron Fist. All right, coming in hot. Iron Fist, I actually don't really like this outfit. I actually would have preferred, I forget this guy's name, but the other Iron Fist, I actually think this design would have been better. I don't like this one as much, and honestly, it's probably like a 7. It's just okay for me. Swordmaster, this one's better. Still not my favorite, but it is much better. I'd say it's probably like an 8.5. I don't think it's quite a 9 or a 10. Martial arts savant. This one's better than the. It's better than this one. The design's still not my favorite. Yeah, I'd still probably give this one like a 7.5, maybe an 8, maybe an 8. I do like the white hair, like the white that's mixed in with the red and purple. I think is pretty cool. But yeah, not my favorite there. Yeah, Iron Man with his in-game intro. So cool. The in-game skin for me is a 10 out of 10. I think they did a really good job getting the skin into Marvel Rivals, like, you know, designing it for Marvel Rivals. It looks really, really nice. Definitely my favorite one on Iron Man right now. His default, don't like this one very much. The helmet has always been weird to me, and this huge triangle on the chest also is a bit weird. It's just a little much. I don't like it as much. It's not bad, but honestly, probably like a 7. It's still probably like a 7. I don't like it quite as much. Superior Iron Man, better than the default. Yeah, I think this one's actually pretty good. I think I'd give this one a 9. I like this one a lot. I think if I didn't have the in-game suit, I think I would be going with this one. I think I would. Aw, everybody's favorite Jeff, the baby land shark. Everybody likes Jeff. He's so cute. All right, I mean, come on. It's Jeff the land shark. He's a 10 out of 10. He's a 10 out of 10. Like, look at this guy. Like, oh, and he spits up. Yeah, come on. Like, okay, he's an 11 out of 10. He's getting better the more I see him. Incognito Dolphin. It's even better. This is another 10 out of 10. I am biased. I don't care. Everybody is. Everybody likes Jeff the land shark. This is 11 out of 10. Or 10 out of 10. It's still super good. Adopted Avenger. I will do this to Jeff. It's still a 10 out of 10. I like that his colors are more great. It feels more like a great white type thing. Yeah, they're all good, and it is because his design is simple, but it's cute and it works. And it's just the fact that he's just been so likable. It's a 10. Jeff's great. Loki. This one I really like too. I think this is a 10 out of 10. I think the default design for Loki is really good. Absolutely amazing. His Loki season 2 skin I don't like as much. I think it's actually not that great. It's probably a very well done rendition of what he looks like in Loki season 2. I just, compared to this is like a 6. It's not as good. What are these shoes? He's got like grandpa slippers. Like, come on. Yeah, this is like a 6, and I'm probably being generous. The Frost Giant, this one's cool. This one's really cool too. Obviously, it's like the same design. It's just recolored for the, as a Frost Giant. I think it's still a 10 out of 10. I like it a lot. I think I still like the default a bit more. So it would, like, in comparison to that, maybe a 9.5, but it's like a 10 for me. I think Loki looks great. I don't even play Loki. But I think all his designs look great too. Luna Snow, the Dancing Queen. Luna Snow's base design is like, it works. It's good, but I don't think it's like crazy or anything. I'd probably give it an 8. I think it's good. You know, it all works. But it's nothing that's like makes me go, wow, that's really cool. Shining Star. This one, the little flashy dress bottom part is a little much, but I think it's still good. I actually think personally, I wouldn't buy this costume because I don't really play Luna Snow that much. But if this was like free, you just had it, I'd actually probably use it more than this one. So I'd probably give it maybe like an 8.5. Somewhere around there. It's a little better. This one is like a 7. It's good. I don't like the color as much as the original, so probably like a 7. I don't really like the green very much. All right, Magik. Magik. I think Magik's base design is actually pretty cool. There was always something about it that I couldn't put my finger on that didn't make me like love it, but I still think it's pretty good. I think it's like an 8.5. Maybe a 9. I mean, this, I think this is probably a 9. I think this one's really good. It's kind of weird. Like the face is kind of weird, but I think this is a 9. I think Magik's default's probably about an 8. This one is a 10 out of 10 for me. This looks like an awesome medieval knight. The Eldritch armor looks so sick. If I was a Magik player, or if ever I start like, you know, playing as Magik, I'll probably get this skin. I think it looks so cool. Yeah, even this one in the Eldritch armor is really sick. I wish they would have had some type of like, maybe like a helmet or something. I actually think it's still like a 9.5. But that one's really good. And of course the reskin of the amethyst armor. I think it's better than the default, but I don't think it pushes it to a 9. I have the same score, you know, 8.5, whatever I gave the first one. But somewhere around there, I think. They're pretty good designs. Pretty good. Magneto. Eric Magnus Blanche. Magneto. So the Master of Magnetism skin, 10 out of 10. I love this one. I think it's really, really good. I love this like different take on the red and purple. Very like classic inspired, right? But obviously modernized. A 10 out of 10. Magneto, this one also I think is a 10 out of 10. You know, even the white, the gray, the red, it's not as classic look. It's not as good, but I think it's still a 10 out of 10. I think it's really, really good. Uncanny Black Steel. I actually like this one a little bit less. I think this one's a 9 out of 10. Some people might like this one more than his default, but I actually like the default one more. I think I do like the white more than the kind of darker purple steel. This one's still really good. They're all like 10s out of 10s. Damn, yeah, I think this one's still 10 out of 10 too, to be honest. I think they're all really good. Mantis. The Mantis. Mantis. This one's good. I think this one's good. And by the way, they're all really good in their own right. It's just more of do I like the look or not really. And I think this was a solid 8. Well, I think it's pretty good. Is it my favorite? No, the antenna are kind of weird. But it's like an 8. Galactic Wings. Quite the intro. Okay, this one's cool. The body's definitely way better. The helmet, it's okay. I think this one's a 9 out of 10. I think this one's really good. This is probably the one I would use if I played Mantis. Nowhere Core. I don't like this as much as the default. Probably like a 7, maybe even a 6. I don't like the orange. I don't like it very much. The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I think this one's really good. I think this one's like a, oh man, you know, I think this one's actually like a 10 out of 10. I actually would think I would use this one over this one. I think they did a good job. I like the hair. The face looks better. The antennas look better. Obviously, it's kind of the more movie look. But I like that one. I think it's a 10 out of 10. I really like that one. Moon Knight. It's so obvious that this is a 1 out of 10. Just kidding. It's a 10 out of 10, obviously. This is so cool. The helmet, the mask or the helmet that's under his hood is so good. And I don't even really care for Moon Knight. You know, to me, he's always been the great value Batman. But he's cool as hell in this. Like, Moon Knight kind of is winning me over. Like, his design's really cool in this. Mr. Knight, I don't personally like this one very much. Some people I think will like it. I think it's like at best a 7. It's just weird to me. It doesn't fit very well to me. I don't like it very much. I think his default costume is way better and it's not even close. Namor, Marvel's Aquaman. All right. I think this one's pretty good. I think they did a good job with this one. I'm not a big Namor guy, but I still think this is like, oh man, actually, I think this one's a 9 out of 10. It's probably a Namor thing. I don't like his little like Hermes wing things on his ankles. I think that's the one thing. If those were just gone, I think it'd be a 10 out of 10. I think that drops it a little bit for me. I don't like it as much. The Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I think is like an 8. I don't like it as much. I think this one is way better than the Wakanda Forever. But still pretty good. I'd say probably like an 8. And then this one's probably a 9 too. I think the purple looks really good. I don't think you could go wrong with either or. I think this one is better, his default, but they're kind of about the same. Peni Parker. Peni Parker. Kind of a 2-in-1, not really. Kind of like Diva, you got the character and the suit. Never really was a big fan of the design of the suit. I'd say it's probably like an 8. I think it does really well. I mean, I think it's good for what it is. I don't know why it keeps zooming in on her. It's like I can't get around to look at this, but maybe I should do the inspect. That'd probably be better. But probably like an 8. I think it still looks pretty good. Then #M. Very interesting. This one is better. I think this one's a 9 out of 10. She's a bit weirder looking, but the suit is just, gosh, stop. I don't care about you. The suit's way cooler. You guys can kind of see it. I don't know why it's obsessing over her, but the suit, way cooler. That one's probably a 9 out of 10. This one, kind of the same, honestly. It's probably even maybe a little less. It's still around an 8, maybe even a 7. I don't like the color scheme as much as the default, but this one's actually pretty cool. Psylocke, what a great intro. Vengeance. This one is really cool. It's not a 10 out of 10 for me though. I thought it was gonna be. I don't like her hair very much. I don't like the hair. There's something about the face that's a little bit weird compared to her default, but the rest of it, the body's amazing. It's so cool. So probably like a 9 out of 10. This one, you know what's funny? I think this one's a 10 out of 10. I think this is a fantastic Psylocke outfit. The hair and face is so cool. I like this one because it's kind of more like the classic look, a little bit more. So I think I still use this one, or I'll probably still use that one, but I think this one's better. I think it's better. I think her default is a 10 out of 10. This color scheme, It's almost just as good. I think it's on par with it. I think it's still a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. I think it's still really good, but I think this one's great. I think this one's really good. Like, this is a skin that, like, if it was in the shop and wasn't the default, you would buy it. I would buy it. It's really good. Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon. I think his base design, it's pretty good. I'd give it a 9. There's not a whole lot. I think his head's a little bit weird. But there's not much that I would really change with it. I mean, not like I'm an expert in any of this, it's just my opinion, but I still think it's about a 9. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I think Mantis's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is better. I would also give this one probably a 9. I don't think I'd go out of my way to get this skin. I think the default one is just as fine. Unless you really want to just, you know, have the same skin as maybe the other Guardians of the Galaxy characters. Rocky. Actually, that's, the more I look at it, this is actually pretty good too. I think all 3 are about 9s. I think they're all really good for Rocket. I think the color scheme on this is good. Kind of has a more raccoon look. Yeah, I think they're all pretty good. Scarlet Witch. The Scarlet Witch. This design too, for me, gosh, there's so many. It feels like I wasn't expecting it, but I kind of was. I think this one's a 10 out of 10 too. I love this skin. I think this one is her best one. I think this is fantastic. She looks so good. Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, it looks really good. I think I'd still give it probably like a 9. It looks really good, especially for, like, you know, how it's represented from the movie to this. I don't like it as much as this one. I think this one's better than the movie skin, to be honest. But I still think it's about a 9. Nyx Weaver, this one's also a 10 out of 10. Like, this is a good color swap character. Like, it's not using some weird color scheme. It's really, really good. Like, you can't go wrong with really any of them, but especially these two. Whether you go with all red or the black and silver, gray and white, whatever, it looks super good. All really good with Scarlet Witch. Spider-Man. Everyone's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So let's go. So this one's kind of interesting because it's really good, but it's kind of a lesser version of Insomniac Spider-Man. If this was white instead of black, if the spider was white and not black, I think it would be a 10 out of 10. Because it's not for me, I think it's a 9 out of 10. I don't think I like it as much, but it's still really good. Spider-Man No Way Home. Gotta have a great intro. This one is good. Obviously, it looks really good from the movie. Not my favorite spider suit. I think it's an 8 out of 10. I don't even think it's as good as this one. I'm a sucker more for the classic, you know, the closer you can get to his iconic design, the better. But I don't think it's as good. Chasm. All right. I don't like the color scheme as much, but still probably about an 8 out of 10. The Bagman Beyond. I think there's people out there that are gonna be like, this skin's amazing. Dude, to me, the bare feet, like, this is like, people are gonna hate me for this. I don't care though. It's a 6. I hate this one. Some people are probably really gonna like it. It's like a 6, maybe, honestly, maybe even like a 5. Design wise, it's great. It looks good. You know, Marvel Rivals, they do a great job in making it look good, but just what it is like a 6. I don't like it very much. Squirrel Girl. Gosh. This character annoys me. This character just annoys me. Yeah. The character annoys me, but the outfit is pretty good. If you told me like to draw a character or design a character that's a squirrel girl, and she shoots acorns, like this is great. Like, I hate to say it, but it's like it's a 10 out of 10 for her. I don't like her, but it's still a 10 out of 10. Urban Hunter. I don't like this one as much. I really don't. It's okay. I'd still probably give it like, I'd give it like a 6. I don't like it at all, really. Arctic Limus. It doesn't seem to fit as well as the default outfit. I'd probably say it's still good. It's probably still like a 9. It could even probably go as low as an 8. I don't think it fits as well as this one, but it's still pretty good. Star-Lord. Cool. I do like Star-Lord's base design a lot. I think it's another 10 out of 10. I think it's, for me, I think it's perfect. I think it's probably the best one. This one is cool because of his head. Like the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, you know, I like the bearded brown hair stuff. It's still pretty good. I think it's a 9 out of 10. Not my favorite. I think Mantis's was really good. I think this one's just better. I would use this one more. This one's also really good. I do like the color on this one, but I think the default's better. I'd give the Jovial Star one also probably like a 9 out of 10. Storm. I love Storm so much. I really like this look. I really do. I'm biased. I don't care. It's like a 10 out of 10 for me. Well, shoot. I take it back. I forgot there's one thing I don't like. It's a 9 out of 10 simply because I don't like the hair as much. I like the hair from like the animated movie, like the full long hair, not this kind of like side braided, you know, half swept thing. If she had just full long white hair, it'd be a 10 out of 10. Without it, it's kind of like a 9 for me. I just don't like it as much. Mohawk Rock. Funny enough, I don't know if I'll use the skin or not, but I actually really dig it. It's really cool. I think it's 10 out of 10. Ivory Breeze, I like this one too. I think it's still a 9 out of 10. I think it's just as good as the default one. Yeah, they're about the same. All three are really good. I do like all three. All right, the Punisher. The Punisher. I think his default's a 10 out of 10. I think it's great. I think they really nailed the Punisher on this one. He looks awesome. I mean, there's really nothing else I think I'd really add to him. Punisher 2099. I don't actually like it as much as the default one. I think it's still pretty good. I think I'd still probably give it a 9 out of 10. I definitely would rock this one if I didn't have the default. It's still pretty good. The Thunderbolts, again, still like the default one better. The Thunderbolts, probably still like a 9 out of 10. I think it's still pretty good. Camo, I don't like as much. It's probably my least favorite of the 4. It'd probably be like an 8 out of 10. I don't think it's as good as this one. The Mighty Thor. Thor, Odin's son. Great intro. They all have great intros. This Thor, oh man, it's so funny. There's so many 10 out of 10s. Like they're just, this game does such a good job. They just so good. I think it's a 10 out of 10. I think it's really good. I like it a lot. No, I lied. I'm a big fat liar. It's a 9 out of 10. I wish he had a cape. If he had a cape, I think it'd be a 10 out of 10. Because he doesn't have a cape, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. If he had a cape, it'd be a 10 out of 10. This one, I do like. I don't like this design for Thor in general as much as a lot of his others, but this one's still really good. And I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. Midgar Umber, I was assuming his movie God, what's it, Love and Thunder was going to be in the store. It's not in it yet, even though we've seen stuff for it. This one's not as good as either of the two. I think this one's like honestly, I think like a 7. The color scheme's not as good. I think it brings it down a lot compared to this one. This one's really good. Venom, I mean, I can tell you right now with Venom, this one is a 10 out of 10. I love this one. I worked hard to get this one in the closed beta. It's a 10 out of 10. Absolutely love it. Same thing with his default. It's a 10 out of 10. Like, this is one of my favorite looks Venom has ever had. Just being in a video game, I think he looks fantastic. Space Knight. The more I look at this, when I first saw it, I was like, you know, it's okay. It's pretty good. The more I look at it, the more I like it. And I'm at the point now where I think it's like a 9 out of 10. It could even be a 10 out of 10 as well. It's really cool and really different. You know, I don't know much about the appearance of this Venom. And you probably wouldn't even assume it was Venom if you just saw this character. You'd be like, who is that? But it's still really cool. Anti-Venom. This is a suit I know a lot of people have talked about that it's not quite like the comic. It's kind of just a pure color swap of these other two. Like, all three of these are basically just color swaps. However, even though it is different, I think it is still really, really good. Even as a color swap, even if it's not as accurate as it's supposed to be, I think it's still 10 out of 10. I think it's still great just because the color is so good. Like the red, like orangish red eyes and it's so cool. It's so cool. Like, I would still rock this one. I would still rock this one. I think Venom has amazing skins. I think he looks fantastic in this game. Winter Soldier, I mean, this is about as good as you can make him, really. I think this is a really good look. The mask is kind of hit or miss with me. I don't know if the mask is my favorite, but I'd say probably a good solid 9. I like this one a lot. Revolution, I don't like this one as much. I actually think it's like a 6.5 to a 7. It's still good. I don't think there's really a bad one, you know, outside of maybe like 1 or 2. But it's okay. The Navy Trooper, I don't like it as much as the default. It's probably about an 8. I don't like the color as much as his default outfit. Wolverine, the big one, my favorite Marvel character of all time. This outfit is a 10 out of 10. It's an easy 10 out of 10. This one is really, really good. They should have done his base design something like this. But this is so cool to rock Hugh Jackman's suit in this game. So cool. And on a more comic accurate like Wolverine. Oh, chef's kiss. Amazing. This one, I am not a fan of at all. I think this one is pretty low. It's average. It's a 5. I think it's a 5 out of 10. The white boots, don't like. Even the yellow jacket probably could have worked. I just don't think it just doesn't mesh well. It's weird that he's wearing like almost like body armor underneath it. It looks like a body armor suit. That might be supposed to be like a skin tight like mesh thing. Not as cool. The back of the jacket I like. It's just weird. It's probably one of my least favorite in the entire game, which sucks because I love Wolverine so much. Now here's the thing. When he rages and his hair sticks up, for me it goes up to about a 6.5. You know, it's cooler. It is cooler. Like his head is like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Everything else though, not so much. This one is better. I think this base design is better because the color scheme works better, I think. Which is funny because this is his iconic colors, right? But I think it works better. I think this one is actually more like a 6. And I think when he rages, it goes up to a 7. But really, it like if you're gonna play Wolverine and you can get the skin, get it. It's so much better. So much better. So much better. But I think that's all of them. Hopefully I didn't miss any. It's possible. You'll have to let me know if I did. But I don't think so. I think that's everything that you can get in the game right now for skins. All of them are really good. Well, yeah, not all of them are really good. Most of them are really good. Marvel Rivals did do a good job. A lot of them for me are 10 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s. Very, very highly done. If I had to say what my favorite skin was, let's do it this way. My favorite default skin. If there's a single skin that I would give to a default character, I think the choice is pretty clear for me. It's Hawkeye. Hawkeye's default skin is so good, and it does the it makes, because a lot of the other characters, like Hawkeye kind of gets joked on because he's not really that cool per se. This makes him look awesome. Like it jumps him up so much that I think this is how they should design Hawkeye, like going forward and everything. Like he's so cool. I think he's probably my favorite default costume that they did. Like a lot of them are good. Magneto's is good. Moon Knight's really close. I think he's a close second. Really like his default design. Psylocke is another good one. Really good. Now I'm biased. My favorite skin in the game is this one. Big Wolverine fan. I love this suit. It's probably my favorite in the game, just because of my bias. But yeah, that's what I know this video is going to be kind of long. I know I ramble a little bit, but let me know what you guys think. Obviously my scores and opinions isn't going to jive with all of you, but let me know what you guys think. What skin do you like? What did you least like? What's your least favorite skin? You know the deal. Let me know what you guys think. I'll try and do probably another rating video. Might do it on some other stuff, maybe like the ultimates or you know, the MVP screens or something. Let me know what you guys think about that, what you guys want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.